I pay taxes just like you, yet I have no representation in Congress.
For democracy to work for all of us,
it must include all of us.
No person's zip code,
political party,
or the color of their skin should prevent them from having a say in decisions that affect our families,
our communities, or our country.
DC residents are like people all over America.
We raise our families, attend PTA meetings, manage businesses, wait tables, teach school.
We sell cars, we bike to work, we go bowling, and more.
In fact, more of us live here than in Vermont or Wyoming.
And everyone who lives there has 2 senators. Here, we have none.
Not only that, Congress can overturn our local laws and overrule our local funding.
By recognizing DC as a state, we can ensure that the full rights and freedoms that every American in the states have
also apply to me and my 700,000 neighbors.
You know, I pay taxes just like you, yet I have no representation in Congress.
Taxation without representation is wrong. It's that simple.
Washingtonians, including 11,000 right now, have served in our military to protect democracy, yet aren't part of ours here at home.
Not having representation means we also have no say in who becomes a Supreme Court justice.
A woman's right to choose.
Or legalizing marijuana.
Or the rights of LGBTQ plus people like myself.
Unlike every state, and even the territories, DC has no control over our own National Guard.
Federal troops can take over our neighborhoods, and the president can control the DC Police Department without warning.
In fact, twice in the last year, we've lived through the trauma of these policies.
On June 1st of 2020, federal troops violently cleared a peaceful protest, including sending military helicopters over local neighborhoods.
And on January 6th, the attack on the Capitol was far worse because the DC National Guard could not immediately be activated by local authorities.
When admitted as the 51st state, Douglas Commonwealth will be the only plurality black state in the country. And the denial of statehood is part of the continued oppression of black people in this country.
A majority of white body, the Congress, unelected by anyone in DC, continues to deny representation.
The most fundamental piece of the American experience for a majority of color jurisdiction.
This is racist.
How do opponents justify this? With dog whistle excuses and nonsense, like we don't have enough car dealerships or mines, or we don't have a well-rounded blue-collar economy.
And the constitutional argument, look, the Washington, D.C. Admissions Act honors the U.S. Constitution.
It preserves a federal district for everyone, the beautiful area with both the pillars of our democracy.
The White House, the Supreme Court, the Capitol, and the National Mall with our monuments and memorials and museums.
The remaining areas of D.C. where we live, work, and shop, pray, study, and play, those will make up the new state.
Really, it's just a boundary change.
And by the way, Congress has done it before in 1846. You can look it up.
Congress has admitted every new state, and each time they've done it with a simple majority vote.
Not an amendment, not a supermajority, and never has a state admission been filibustered.
Growing support for DC statehood means we can win.
Never before have we been so close to winning.
A majority of Americans, 54%, support DC statehood. And together we made history in 2020 when statehood passed the U.S. House of Representatives.
And we already did it again this year.
We are near majority support in the U.S. Senate, and President Biden has issued an official statement in support.
For more than 200 years, the residents of Washington, D.C. have been subjected to systemic inequality and denied the full rights of citizenship that the residents of states enjoy,
including voting representation in Congress and self-governance.
It's time to right this historic wrong.
It is time for DC statehood.
We've already got the flag. 51 stars, you can count them.